I think I'm up to introduce the next speaker. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Who is Clay? Oh, yay. So this presentation, a lot of people bash Giving Tuesday. I mean, I know a lot of people don't, but let's face it, if you're on Twitter, you hear it every now and then when Giving Tuesday is going on, there are people bashing it. Clay here. Fortunately for us, what happens in Vegas does not stay in Vegas, because Clay Buck is coming to us from Las Vegas, Nevada to talk about Giving Tuesday with a presentation that I have to say again, because I watched the previews and I have seen it and it is wonderful. And Clay is an expert fundraiser for a long, long time. He's been in the trenches. He's a certified fundraising executive. He's AFP master trainer. He's just a million great things. Served as the president of the Las Vegas chapter of AFP. Wrote a report for Rogari. It goes on and on and on. And I might be a little bit biased because Clay is also my very dear fundraising friend. And I would like to introduce you. Please give it up for Clay Buck.
Hi, Clay Buck here. I'm really excited to be a part of this and grateful to be included. There's a lot, I think, to think about when we start to look at 2020. And I think it's going to be quite a while before we really settle out and know and see the implications in fundraising across the whole year and how it affected us and what things worked and what things didn't. But I'm excited about what we saw in 2020, and I'm excited about what it says for the profession, despite the difficulties that we all went through in getting here. For me, 2020 was quite an evolution. Learned a lot myself, learned a lot of things about how I approach the work and what we do. And one of probably the biggest adjustments for me for the year is that 2020 is the year I kind of became a Giving Tuesday advocate, apologist. Now, I've never been a huge detractor. In fact, I really believe the philosophy behind Giving Tuesday and what it stands for, and celebrating giving, on creating a worldwide movement on giving back and being a part of philanthropy is good and just and true, and something we should all be striving for. So I've always loved the philosophy behind Giving Tuesday. But what bothered me about it, and where I always saw it problematic, was it became this, well, I always kind of joked, it's not giving, it doesn't say Asking Tuesday, it's Giving Tuesday. And too often it gets interpreted as a day when we're all going to go throw emails out into the world and ask for on that day, because that's the day. Because really, if we think about it, Giving Tuesday in and of itself is not a case for support. But unfortunately, sometimes that's how we've seen it be used. So I've been, I suppose, a little bit of a detractor, not for the philosophy, but for the practice sometimes. But 2020 sort of changed my mind because we saw so much adjustment. Now, there was a lot of advice throughout the year about, best practices out the window. Actually, it was those organizations that doubled down on best practice, especially in individual giving, that really brought some great things to bear and really saw some great results. So as Giving Tuesday came, what we saw was more and more organizations fitting Giving Tuesday into a broad strokes overall strategic fundraising plan. And that got really exciting. These numbers just came out right before I put this together. Again, the results for Giving Tuesday in and of itself just went up immeasurably. Well, not immeasurably, because clearly here we have numbers, but it certainly had a huge impact. And again, it was those that really built it into the ongoing strategy of their adjustment and the dreaded pivot word from 2020, of bringing it into the full strategy. So when I saw this campaign from Lotman, Maska, Neal and Company, a renowned direct response firm in the United States, this just excited me. And it as soon as we started talking about, I wish I'd thought of it, this was the first one that leapt to mind, because I really wish I had thought of this one. It's a really cool, very exciting, very, very energetic campaign as part of Giving Tuesday that fit into a broad strokes whole strategy. So what it was, a postcard, which just a direct mail postcard. Now, we always think of Giving Tuesday kind of as a digital or online phenomenon. This took it and made it part of the direct response plan and the direct mail plan. It's a postcard, so already it's a little different. It's not your standard direct mail letter. It's standing out in the mail from other things that come. It's bright, it's big, it's bold, it's simple and direct. In this case, and there were a number of different organizations I know that did this, so there were slight variations on the theme, but we see this great picture. There's a very quick, short, simple, straightforward message. And then on the back, it's a quick call to action, right? It's personalized. There's a quick call to action. So here are the things that you can do as part of Giving Tuesday. You can donate, you can wear this sticker, and you can share, and it gives options for sharing through social media. So we get 3 immediate calls to action in a very simple, straightforward way. And we have a little bit of a visceral, tangible, doable thing that I can do with a sticker. People love stickers. I love stickers. And for us in the United States anyway, it really hit at a great time. So this mailing came in between a Thanksgiving mailing that dropped at the early November, depending on which organization and how it was implemented. So there was a Thanksgiving mailing, and then the year-end mailing was coming. So this came as a reminder in the middle. There was also a digital strategy that supported it with email. But here comes this. It's not really a specific ask. It is a call to action, and we get this delightful sticker. The timing of it was wonderful. This might not have made international news. I'm not sure if everybody heard it, but I don't know if you know, we had a little bit of an election in the United States this year. Nothing major, nothing that didn't, impact, the world at all. Might not have been in the news. But this came along at the same time or shortly after that election and hit on something that everybody in the U.S. is at least familiar with, which is our I voted stickers. And you see it when we vote. We see people posting all over the place with their I voted stickers and all of that. So this tied into sort of a national feeling and a national trend as well, something we're familiar with, getting that sticker and standing up and saying that I participated in democracy. And this hits on that same kind of action with the I gave sticker. So there's just a lot packed into this neat little package that really could drive engagement. It's a little bit of a delighter. It hits on multiple streams. What about results? That's the question. I don't know, honestly. Anecdotally, I watched that hashtag during the day and looked for others and saw some activity online with people posting their Giving Tuesday. But because it was coming as part of a stream, who knows? Did people give on Giving Tuesday because of this postcard? Did they use a reply device because this reminded them of a previous solicitation? That's also, I think, what is so bold and exciting about this is the organizations that did do this. It was more than one, right? Coming from that firm, the organizations that did do this doubled down on something that might not be immediately measurable as a result in and of itself. Sure, you could compare who received this mailing to who gave to, right? When did it occur, and make some extrapolations. But in a way, this was an investment in, we're going to keep reminding about that renewal. We're going to keep reminding about this engagement. We're going to stay visible in a tangible way, in addition to the digital strategy and fitting it into the overall whole. So, and this is one that, boy, I wish I'd thought of this, because it really is a neat way to drive engagement, to keep the message going, and again, provide some tangible results to it. So I'm excited about it. And I'm sure as numbers get crunched, we'll hear more and more about it. But this is just a cool way to implement something really neat in the midst of a long ongoing year.
So fantastic. Honestly, right? Can you believe that?
Yeah, that was really creative. That was really, really creative. When he said, we love stickers, I was like, I love stickers too. Like, I guess this, everybody just loves them, some good stickers. And so I thought that was super dope, that they included that on the postcard. I would have never thought of that.
Yeah. Yeah. The timing of it was impeccable this year, and it's direct mail. So, hey, really, truly. And I love the way he broke it down for everybody. So the calls to action and all that stuff. And we, of course, have Clay on screen if you guys want to bring him on. Somebody just said, I didn't know Clay before, but I love him now.
Aw.
Come on, Clay. We all love you.
Hi, Clay. Nice to meet you.
To meet you, you are rocking this. You guys are doing amazing. Can I have 2 seconds, Lisa, please? Nevada. Nevada. It was a big thing in the election. So just everybody that's here, just Nevada, we're sensitive. It's okay. Moving on.
Nevada?
Nevada. I know, right?
Really?
I know.
Oh, I'm such a New Englander. I'm sorry.
Well, it's snowing here today, so we're getting a little of New England in the world. Anyway.
Nevada. Okay, Nevada. I'll try to say that now. So I got to ask you one question. So somebody said there's actually a few questions here, but one of them is, do you know if the charity or others that use this DM see donors posting pics of themselves with the I gave stickers?
Yes. I did hear anecdotally that people did see it. I actually tracked the hashtag as much as I could. I was just looking for it. So I saw some. I don't know. I personally don't know of any organizations that use it because, of course, with Lotman, this is, they used it for, I'm sure, multiple clients and kind of all over the country and all of that. So I don't know what others saw. I did see some hashtags, and I think that is important. But what is important is it's that multi-omni-channel that we always talk about, right? It's a tactical direct mail piece that's driving, and maybe it did, maybe it didn't, but it got people thinking about other channels. So I don't know that there's any actual numbers to that, but I know there was some. It's kind of all of that immeasurable stuff in some ways. What seeds did it plant that we don't know about?
Yeah, yeah. And I think the other thing you can think about is online. I mean, I know you guys have all seen the same as across our clients. They are giving online in droves, often in response to direct mail. So the driver is the DM, but the online giving, because nobody can go anywhere in COVID, their timing was perfect.
It was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
One of the things that I loved about your presentation, Clay, was that you allowed yourself to be vulnerable to be the critic as well. Because we all have great ideas or ideas that we think are great but are actually not so great, right? And we put them out because we think we have good intentions. And sometimes we do have to step up to the Twitter plate and say, hey, I don't know. I think there's a better way that we might be able to do that. And that takes vulnerability. So I appreciate that.
Yeah.
One of the questions that was asked was, this is simplicity at its finest, well-timed and well-executed. Everyone loves a sticker. Did you see any other great direct mail that helped convert you to a Giving Tuesday fan?
Oh, wow. Boy, that's a good question, because I did see a number of organizations start to reference Giving Tuesday in direct mail, in more digital solicitations. I think I saw it referenced in multiple places. Really kind of for the first time, I practiced saying the word strategy before I came on, because in recording, I don't know why, I just couldn't say it right. What I really saw was more and more organizations, more and more fundraisers using Giving Tuesday as an overall strategy, not just, a blanket email the day of, but in multiple streams, in digital, on social, in direct mail as well. And I think it lit up just some really nice engagement across the board.
I like the thing that you said too at the very beginning, which was, Giving Tuesday is not the offer. Like, that's not the reason. So, and that postcard said it all. The front was, feed a senior person in your neighborhood, which is just, it's tangible. And somebody said that people love the tactile aspect, which the stickers. Oh, somebody else asks, what size was the postcard? Do you know?
6 by 9, maybe. I don't know off the top of my head. It was sizable, right?
Probably
so that stood out.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably oversized a little more.
It sounds like somebody's already in the design studio. They have already put up Photoshop. They're in Canva right now. They're ready.
Right. Somebody's like on the phone. Hello, can you design this?
Right. I love the idea. Here's the other question that I have is, how many of those postcards got put on refrigerators? Or sat in the bill stack? Like, how much residual memory did that have? Even if people didn't do it then, or forgot, or came back to it, or went by the refrigerator and went, I meant to do that. I didn't get to use my sticker, because it has that tangible aspect. Did it get kept? Did it get not tossed in the trash right away? Who knows? That's also why I like the boldness of it, as of investing in something that we may not be able to measure it, but seeing the residual effect could have ripple effects.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody wants to know your favorite airport, Clay. No idea why.
That'd be McCarran Airport in Las Vegas, the best airport in the world. I know who asked that question, and that's the
In Las
answer that
Vegas,
they're
Nevada.
expecting. In Las Vegas,
Not
Nevada.
That is-
And you know who asked it?
I do. That would be Mr. Adam Clavinger.
Oh, Adam. Yeah, he's on Twitter too. I've been chatting with him.
Yeah. Good man.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So thank you so much.
Oh, the
Yay,
pleasure's
I'm
mine.
so glad
You two,
could join us.
seriously, I mean, are rocking it. This is awesome. A pleasure to be here.
I appreciate
Fist
it.
bump.
Thank you.